Okay, so what we are going to do today is kind of revision of both modules we've already studied. Yeah. Just imagine it, we've virtually studied the 2 modules. Yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, well, what kind of person do you think you are?
I'm hardworking person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you keep yourself to yourself?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you inclined to push your daughters hard?
Can you repeat the question?
So, are you inclined to pushing your daughters hard?
So, am I a pushy parent or not?
Yeah, like that.
Yes, I'm pushy parent. Actually, I think most of the times I'm strict,
Mm-hmm.
but not as my mother was.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So, do your daughters get mixed messages?
Sometimes because I'm a strict person, my husband too, but not as me. He is kinder than me and more laid back, maybe. But um, so last year my life changed a little bit, and my mother-in-law started live with us in my flat in some cases, and she's so kind, and even maybe I always think that she is my third child. Yes, and they eat sweets all the day, do nothing, watch TV, make a mess every time. So yes, she says, my daughter, oh, here you are some sweets. And I say, stop eating sweets, please, sit and read a book, and so on.
I see. Okay. So now let's have a look here. Is that true? If someone keeps himself to himself, he's sociable.
No, it's false.
Certainly. When
So
you confide something to someone, you admit hidden feelings.
yes, it's true.
Parents who push their kids hard are ambitious for them.
Ambitious for them. For whom? For kids?
For the kids, yes.
Yes, true.
Yes, sure. Someone who gets back on the straight and narrow if he recovers from an illness.
Someone gets back on the straight and narrow if he recovers from illness. Oh, yes, true. No?
What does it mean to get back on the straight and narrow?
To behave better.
Yeah, to behave better.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
about behavior, not about health. Yeah, not about illnesses. Okay, if someone sends you mixed messages, he sends you the wrong information.
Of course, it's true.
I would say not necessarily. He just sends you the information which contradicts something other people tell you.
Yes.
But which information is wrong? That is the
Okay.
question.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I see.
And if we find someone in remarkably good health, we are surprised about it.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, usually yes. Okay. Wow, we've got these problems with demonstrating the screen again. Oh my. Oh my. Let me have a look. Yeah, so here are the answers. And now look. Complete dialogues with the correct forms. Yeah. So these things into this dialogue, these things into these dialogue. Yeah. So
how are you and Joy? We've been going. We have been going ended up. We've been going got on each other's nerves. As it happens, oh no, how come? Well, little things really. We just seem to. It all started with
going. You say going on each other's nerves.
no.
No, not really.
So not ended up, not got on each other's nerves. We've been going a scene. We've been going through a bit of a rough patch.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh no, how come? Well, little things really, we just seem to. It all started with my mother coming to stay. Oh, it's about us. Well, little things really, we just seem to. Seem to get on each other's nerves.
We have very well next. Seem to get on each other's nerves very well.
Very well. Where is it? Very well?
After the gap. Martin, don't.
I just seem to.
My mistake.
We just seem to get on each other's nerves.
Yes, that's it.
So it all started with my mother coming to stay. As you know, she and Martin don't get on very well. At the best of times, but this time Mom brought her new dog awful with her, and Martin refused to have it in the house. Poor Martin. He caused over it, in fact. He caused a scene over it, in fact, and my mother living under a cloud. And my mother ended up living under a cloud. They haven't ever since. They haven't been on speaking terms ever since.
Great. So what do you think will happen
and
next?
I'm caught. We will. Next slide.
So the next text, yeah, but before that, what do you will happen next in this family? What do you think will happen?
It's an awful situation.
Yeah,
I
yes.
understand Martin very well. I don't know, maybe her mother would move somewhere with her dog,
Mm-hmm.
or this relationship, or this woman and this man would divorce.
Oh, maybe, yes, maybe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine a dog, not your dog, in your house? I can't.
Well, honestly, I love dogs. That's why it would be okay for me, provided that I don't have the obligation to walk it.
Mm-hmm. So I can't say that I don't like dogs, but I do not really love them. But a big dirty dog in your clean house, or
Well, that's not the best thing in the world, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Back down confrontation, his weight, collaborate, action, see eye to eye. We were with a team from the art department, and Sahid and Zhenya just didn't own anything. We were collaborating
Mm-hmm.
with a
Mm-hmm.
team from the art department, and Sahid and Zhenya just didn't back down on anything.
Mm-hmm.
No? Just didn't just didn't just didn't their weight. Just didn't put their weight. Can I say like this?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hidden Genia just didn't. Just didn't see eye to eye on anything.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. They have different views on everything.
So I firstly thought that they didn't do anything.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
So neither of them was willing to back down.
Definitely.
And naturally, this caused confrontation among the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eventually, their bickering led to a ridiculous friction,
Mm-hmm.
with Zhenya accusing Sahid of not pulling his weight and refusing not to work with him any longer. So what happened? We lost the project to Mike's team.
Yeah. Okay. So, have you ever been in a similar situation?
Maybe just once. When I was at university,
Mm-hmm.
I have problems in my private life,
Mm-hmm.
and my group mates,
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to collaborate with me because I didn't put my weight on this project, on that.
So you didn't pull your weight.
Yes.
That's why. I see. I see. And what do you think would be the best way out of such a situation?
Stop collaborating.
Just no attempts, no problems.
Yes.
Maybe.
If I was 20 years old, I would try to say sorry and do something. But now, oh, if they don't understand my problems, so I will better refuse the collaboration.
Yes, maybe that is a wise decision. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on here, huh? So you know him?
Not well, but we share the odd drink in the club bar, that sort of thing. So you know him? Not well, but we are. But we are on first name terms.
Definitely, yeah, huh?
Share the drink in the club bar, that sort of thing, and that's what come as a real shock.
Yes, but the tense form?
But that was came as a real shock.
Yeah. That's what came as a real shock.
If I'd known she was his wife, I would never have flirted with her. It's a man. Spark her in sparking her interest. Made it so awkward.
But we need the subject. What makes it so awkward?
I don't know. When it comes down to it.
Yes, when it comes down to it, I'm quite old-fashioned.
About such things. To learn that she was married and then to find out that I knew the husband. It made it alone so awkward to learn.
It made it so awkward to learn
that she was married.
Can we say like that?
I don't know.
Not really.
So it sparked her interest to learn
that she was married.
No, but I used other.
Maybe we've made a mistake somewhere in the first ones. No. Look, isn't it better to say, and that's what made it so, or what makes it so awkward? And here it came as a real shock, yeah, to learn that she was married. Oh, I would imagine she'd be more embarrassed than you.
That's the funny thing. It seems to have it has
yes. Yeah, it seems to have sparked her interest. Okay. So what would you do in a similar situation?
If I were the man or a woman?
A woman.
So I wouldn't start such relationships.
Sure, neither would I.
Mhm.
Okay, what's happened to that boy you told me about? Who, David?
I've been, and he seems to be getting on a bit better. What happened to that boy you told me about? I've been keeping an eye on him,
Definitely, yeah.
and he got into a spot of trouble the other day, but a boy from his class came to his aid. They've become friends since then, and this seems uh, to have put him at his ease somehow.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and when you are feeling under the weather, what puts you at your ease?
Hmm. I don't understand the question.
So if you are feeling under the weather, like a bit ill, yeah? Do you know this expression, under the weather, yeah? A little ill. So what puts you at your ease?
What
Like,
made
what makes you feel better?
maybe sleeping, eating.
For me, yeah, definitely sleeping and reading a good book, for sure. Okay, and here is our favorite nuts and crosses. So let's start with this one, yeah?
Okay.
I've never had a serious friction with the colleagues at school where I'm currently working.
You're a lucky one.
Yeah. We've got a wonderful collaborative team.
Oh,
Sure.
One moment.
Sure.
Since my husband's mother has been living with us, we always get on nerves.
You would say she gets on my nerves. Yeah.
She gets on my nerves. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Well, sometimes I am a bit irritable with my father, but we haven't had a scene for maybe over a year, I would say.
Okay, I see. Sparking. Spark interest. Oh, my favorite game. Spark interesting means
like make something more interesting for you.
I see, but On the one hand, online lessons spark my interest in to stay in my profession.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I've got quite a bitchy boss at my previous school, and I ended up changing the job.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She used to be our colleagues, and our colleague, yeah, and it seemed to me that she just felt embarrassed being a boss of the people who used to be her colleagues. Maybe subconsciously, maybe consciously, I'm not sure. And she just made us all to change the job eventually in about 2 years, I would say.
Okay, full weight. Um, I don't like colleagues who doesn't pull their weight at a job.
At work, but one minor grammar problem. Colleagues who
Don't pull.
don't. Sure. I don't get on really well with some of my colleagues, but we are on speaking terms with everyone.
See eye to eye means see face to face?
No, like have the same opinion.
Fortunately, there are a lot of colleagues who we see eye to eye.
On the teaching problems, you might say.
Yes.
Oh, well, sometimes just stroking a toddler puts them at their ease. So that's a draw. Yeah, that's a draw. Okay, another attempt? Okay. So this time maybe you start?
Yes, of course. Oh. Unfortunately, we have been on a bit of a rough patch with my friend since last month.
Oh, poor you. When I go on holiday, I don't trust anyone to keep an eye on my cat, but I take her with me.
Oh. Last year, I had some problems with money, but my friends came to aid.
To my aid, we might
My
say.
aid.
Yeah. Okay. Mm. Teens are extremely reluctant to back down, so you ought to think twice before you demand something from them.
2 times back down.
Oh, my mistake, but okay, we can't change it now. Yeah.
So. I don't know. When I worked at school, I had some problems with one of the parents. Then I got fired from school. And not after that problem by myself. And then several months later, my student's mother advised me as a teacher to that woman, and I think she made it awkward for both of us.
Oh, sorry. That's yours, yeah. Okay. I try to avoid turning for the head teacher's authority because it seems like a bit of backing down to me.
So when it comes down means when it became obvious.
Finally, like in the end.
In the end. So I think that all the teachers tried to avoid online education last spring, but when it came down to it, a lot of teachers improved their teaching skills.
Well, we are not really close friends with my head teacher, but we are on first name terms. And that's
No,
it.
I'm the winner. I was the winner firstly.
But you didn't make it for here.
No. Like when it comes down, come to 8 and make it awkward.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I didn't notice that. Okay, so that's a draw again.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Well, and what we've got here is connected with grammar. Yeah. Last time we talked about would and loads of its functions. Yeah. And let's just start with matching halves of the sentences.
Okay.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have asked for your help. Maybe if I'd known, you'd go to so much trouble.
Yes, definitely. Mhm. Sure.
It wouldn't change your mind. She wouldn't change her mind, even though I begged her to reconsider.
Sure.
He assured me everything would be okay. But of course it wasn't.
Definitely. Mhm.
Would you mind not? Would you mind not raising your voice like that?
Sure. Sure. Mhm.
She would never arrive on time for a date. Or apologize for being late.
Definitely. A typical woman.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'd feel happy about going. I would be happy about going. I would be happier. He would do something. He would do something. He would do something like that. It's so typical of him.
Yes, but we've missed the number six.
I don't know. Frankly, I would have thought you'd. Frankly, I would have thought you would had enough of his behavior by now.
Yes, but let's think about what does this d mean here? Is it would?
I would thought you had.
Yes, you had enough of his behavior. Okay.
I'd feel happy about going. if I knew someone else there.
Definitely, yes. Mhm.
So 8, I said you would do something like that. It's so typical of you.
Mhm.
I wouldn't tell her about it. I wouldn't tell her about it. Or you might upset her.
Definitely. Mhm.
I knew this would happen, but there is no telling some people, is there?
Mhm. Mhm. Definitely. Okay. So here you've got to match these sentences in the previous exercise to the functions. So let's have a look. Yeah. I wouldn't have asked for your help if I'd known you'd go to so much trouble. What function is it?
See?
Yes, that's hypothetical consequences, of course. Okay. She wouldn't change her mind even though I begged her to reconsider. So what's that?
To express an opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, okay. He assured me everything would be okay, but of course it wasn't.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6 sentences. We can
6 functions, yeah, so a few sentences with one function. Mhm.
see?
Mhm. That's future in the past. Let's look, yeah. He assured me everything would be okay.
Okay.
It's like he said everything will be okay, yeah? Okay, she would never arrive on time for a date. Mhm. So this is, yes, past habits, definitely. This is past habits, okay. Next, would you mind, number 4,
Would you mind not raising your voice like that? Request, offer, and so on.
Yes, okay. Frankly, I would have thought you'd have enough of his behavior by now.
Opinion. Your opinion.
Mhm.
So express an opinion to make a comment or make a comment.
Yes, it is. Definitely it is. Okay. I feel happier about going if I knew someone there.
I would to talk about hypothetical consequences.
Yes, hypothetical consequences. He would do something like that. It's so typical of him.
Habits, past habits.
Yes, yes. I wouldn't tell her about it. Where was it about upsetting?
You might upset.
Yeah, or I wouldn't tell her, or you might upset her. So what is that?
It's if or hypothetical consequences or future in the past.
Mm. I would say that's advice. Let's check.
Advice.
Yes, advice it is. And the last one. I knew this would happen, but there's no telling some people, is there?
Future in the past?
Yes, definitely it is. Okay. Well, and now, so choose one of these verbs, yeah, and would or wouldn't. So her ex-husband.
Wouldn't pay any maintenance.
Yes.
Would you give me a hand with the shopping?
Definitely.
She was so lazy. She wouldn't put a finger around the house.
Lift a finger is a fixed expression, yeah.
He tried to reason with her, but she wouldn't back down.
Definitely.
She's really hard work and she hardly says a word. I wish she would lighten up a little.
Definitely.
I would spend more time for her if she weren't so bitchy.
Yes, or you may say, I would have spent. It depends on the context, yeah? If you are spending little time with her currently, it's I would spend. But if it's about past, it's I would have spent. Okay, yeah. Now, so it's like rephrasing, yeah? Rephrasing with would and the word in bracket. So this is the exam formatted task, yeah? Can you change the word given?
No.
No. Can you change the meaning?
No.
No. Okay. So just 1 minute for you to think over it. Okay. So let's have a look. Yeah. He never minced his words when commenting on their behavior.
He would never mince his words.
Yeah, or he wouldn't mince his words, you can say. I think she did that on purpose.
I would say she did that on purpose.
Please help me with the application form.
Would you mind to help me with this application form?
Almost. But what verb form do we use after would you mind?
Helping.
Yeah. Would you mind helping? He's always getting upset over such trivial things.
She would get upset over such trivial things.
Yeah, she would get upset. Surely Peter knows all about that.
I would thought Peter knew all about that.
Almost. The grammatical form, I would have thought. Yeah.
I would have
thought. Yeah. She threatened to leave if he didn't stop yelling.
She would have want.
It's the future in the past function.
I don't know.
She warned she would leave. She would, sorry for the misprint, she would leave. Okay. I'm sorry I shouted, but you kept interrupting me.
If you kept interrupting me, I would shout.
Try to think about the meaning. In reality, did you shout?
No.
Yes.
No, yes.
I'm sorry I shouted. In reality, did he interrupt you?
Yes.
Yes. So what should you say in the conditional?
If you didn't interrupt me.
Third, it's past.
If you hadn't kept interrupting me.
Or if you hadn't interrupted me. Yeah. I wouldn't have shouted. You should go and talk to her and try to patch things up.
If I were you, I would go and talk to her.
Yes, definitely. Okay, now we are moving on to the vocabulary builder. Yeah, and the first thing is just one preposition. Yeah, one correct preposition.
Show your mother some respect and stop answering at.
She gives some bad words to you and you give them, what's
back.
the preposition? Back, yes. Stop answering back.
She really drags you down.
Yes, sure. That grab bucket effect, yeah. She drags you down. Mhm.
They sounded like the boss.
Sound to someone about something means like tell them about it. Yeah. Mhm.
They had a dreadful war. Don't worry, it will soon blow up.
Blow away, like disappear. Yeah, blow away. When you blow it away, it goes away.
I understand, yes, but it's difficult to know all the prepositions.
I would say more. I would say you can't know them.
Yes.
That's why when I talk to my FCRNE students, yeah, I usually tell them, if you struggle with part 3 use of English, this multiple choice, yeah, it doesn't mean you know the language badly, because this is concerned with vocabulary, and vocabulary is boundless. Have a look at any advanced proficiency upper level course book. 90% of its content is vocabulary, because grammar is over at this level and vocabulary is boundless. And what happens when the test makers create the test? They just pick vocabulary items at random. Aha, do you know this phrasal verb? And what about that collocation? And so on. And it's absolutely okay if they randomly pick up the vocabulary items which you happen not to know. It's not a problem with your language.
Yes, I agree with you. If I lived in the United States of America, maybe, but even if I study these phrasal verbs and phrases and so on, I can forget them.
Yeah, sure.
So
Okay, so what about number 5?
they look just because she didn't go to private school. What snobs? They look down.
Yes, down on her, sure. They look down on her.
To my surprise, things turned on well.
Yes, and out, we can say, like when it happened suddenly, yeah, suddenly in the end.
Always stand for what you believe. Stand up.
Yes, yes, stand up for. Yeah, stand up for. It's like protect, yeah. Okay. So what do you have to do here? Correct form of the verb in bracket. So this is word formation, yeah. This is
What was a noble thing to say to her? Don't be so beachy.
definitely,
I'm sick and tired of covering for his incompetence.
Yes, and how do we spell it?
He's just not. INCOMPETENT.
Yes,
ENCE.
it's with CE, yeah.
Got all about staying in the hostel and said he'd prefer hot. He got all the same, no?
So what part of speech should it be here?
Noun.
He got the
All.
adjective, yeah? It's the same thing as like he got tired.
Snobbish.
Yes, yes, snobbish.
What all snobbish about? I'm sorry, but it's a principle I'm not willing to compromise. Willing, no?
Yes, I'm not willing to compromise on, definitely.
What got me was the of your own, but she was so. What got me was the tension.
But we do need a noun, you're right here.
What got me was the. So, if not intention, so what?
Intensity. Intensity. Yeah. Intention is a noun, but it has absolutely different meaning. It's what I am going to do. Yeah, like my will. I've got no intention to, move abroad. Yeah, or whatever. Okay. So what are the 2 steps to success in this type of exercise?
I don't know.
Just for starters, you should understand what part of speech
Of course.
should you form, yeah? And then you should just recall the suffixes or other tools which can help you make this form, yeah?
So I do like this, but sometimes I can't explain.
We just do it unconsciously sometime, yeah. Okay. Now here we've just got to choose the correct option.
He was a number of awkward questions by the police. Contested.
No. If the police asks us the questions, we are subjected to those questions by the police.
I thought that to subject means when a lawyer or a judge tell you the something when
only when you are presented like the result of the course section, yeah, what you are sentenced to.
Yes.
No, not only.
Okay. There were a huge number of applicants, but we directed down to 10 for an interview.
There's the fixed expression, narrow it down to, yeah?
We had something like that last exercise, no?
So drag down means, for example, when you have, I don't know, you have some figure, yeah? And then you kind of drag it down. Yeah, this is what I am trying to do. When you're making it move, yeah, this is to drag. But when you narrow down to, yeah, it means first you have like 100 candidates, then you choose 50, Then you choose 25, so you narrow it down. Mhm.
Okay, see. The final cost of the project. Determined. No. Detected. So
Yeah, because when you determine, it means like this happens because of you, yeah, or because of something. So you might say something like the pandemic situation determined online teaching, yeah, or determined the boom of online technologies. But when you detect something, it means like you figure it out. Yeah. So you may say I determined in some cases, but it would mean that this was you who said that the project will cost this and this and this. Yeah.
okay. It doesn't really pull the weighted work.
Yeah, definitely. That's a fixed expression. Uh-huh. So,
He has confided his concerns about his job to me.
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
He's so lazy. He's always slacking off.
Yeah, slacking off. Uh-huh.
I think we can draw some valuable lessons from his experience.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Okay. So have a look. Just 2 mistakes. Yeah, great job. Great job. Okay. And next. Yes or no again, yeah? If you need to lighten up, you're too relaxed.
No, false.
Of course, this is false.
Toddlers usually have to attend school. False.
Yeah, toddlers don't.
You are going through a rough patch when things are difficult. Of course, it's true. Making a scene usually involves an argument. Yes. Your counterpart is your opponent or rival. I don't remember. True.
Yes, that is true.
Okay. Your colleagues will be unhappy if you suck up the boss. True.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Well, and now look, fill in the gaps. One word. Yeah, one word in each case.
I won't. I won't be able to do this. It's difficult. Some teams down the peers who don't a brand. I am a new.
Most of the expressions are from these 2 units, but not all of them.
Some teams look down. Look down. Look down to the peers.
We don't say to, we say on.
We look down on the peers who don't Have.
Yes, but a more advanced synonym.
Mm. Who don't? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, huh?
Look, they usually call toddlers.
Yes, exactly. Uh-huh.
If you don't you're at work, your colleagues get a heavier than they should. If you don't pull your weight at work,
Uh-huh. Wonderful. Mm-hmm.
your colleagues get a heavier
What? Workload. Workload.
Yes, than they should.
Mhm.
Teens can be really and show no to the parents sound. Teens can be really rough and show no respect to their parents.
Yeah, yeah. And instead of rough, what's the synonym from the unit?
Rude.
Rude or beachy. Beachy.
Bitchy.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes. Did you confine your secrets to your best? Confide,
Mhm.
yes. Some bosses like up them. Some bosses like employees who suck up to them.
Great job. Yes. Mhm.
We had so many applicants that I was having a time trying to any reasonable number. We had so many applicants that I was having a time to narrow it down to
Mhm.
any reasonable number.
But the first expression, to
I
have
was
have a tough time.
Okay.
Okay.
We had and had now been speaking terms.
Mhm.
Then we had a seen and had not been on speaking terms.
Yes, great. Mhm.
She went rough when she her exams and had for a job. She went through a rough patch when she failed her exams and had to look for a job.
Look for a job, or a more advanced synonym. We say a letter of application.
Apply
So,
for a job.
yeah,
Apply.
definitely.
She was sick and tired of covering for her best friend's incompetence at work, and they stopped getting on well.
Mm-hmm. And you said you wouldn't cope with it. That's great job. Excellent. Okay. And next thing, ouch, yeah, here you are. So one word in each space.
Oh.
So it's the exam formatted task, yeah? And what kind of words might be here?
Different.
So mostly these
Articles, yes.
articles sometimes, yeah, auxiliary verbs, some spots of fixed expressions, prepositions. They love putting prepositions here. Collocations, yeah, parts of collocations, and phrasal verbs. That's
my
it.
favorite.
Okay. So let's try to complete it.
Many people can't see. Now consider New York to be. New York to be among the safest major cities in the world. I don't know.
Would consider. Oh, language.
Many people would now consider New York to be among the safest major cities in the world, but it has to overcome huge problems to reach the situation. There's
So it has.
It has had
Yes, definitely.
to reach this situation. Back in 1990s, the place was as
We don't usually use as. In this context, we use like. Yeah. It was like a war zone or almost a war zone.
with the murder rate. With the murder rate has risen to had
Having reason. Yeah. With the murder rate having reason.
almost 2,500.
So that's easy. Fewer and ouch.
It's easy for you, not for me. Taking place to fewer and fewer.
Yes. Okay.
Fewer and fewer tourists venture beyond a small central area of the city. Fewer and fewer tourists. Could, I don't know.
Would.
Would.
Yeah.
So how did New York manage to restore law and something and became what it's today?
It's a fixed expression.
Yes, but I don't know this expression. Law and something. Or law and but no idea.
Law and order. Yes, law and order.
First and
another binomial. First and
least. Last. First and for. What for? Furthermore,
foremost. First and foremost.
Citizens want to be point where they were and try to be God to the point where they At?
Something and tired, no?
Sick.
Yes. Yes.
Of the situation and demanded political change. The government brought tougher and more efficient policy. Brought up?
In.
Brought in. However, this probably would not have been.
Yes, definitely. It wouldn't have been enough on its own. And finally, successive governments stuck
Up. Stuck. These policies stuck through. Stuck away.
Stuck to.
Stuck to these.
Yeah. To something. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My brain.
Okay. And now again, that's rephrasing. Yeah, what they call keyword transformation. So we generally used to play in the street when we were kids.
We generally used to play in the street when we were by the street when by we would play in the street when we were kids. By the way,
no. By and
I don't know.
by and large. By and large, we would play in the streets. If you ask me, he's too demanding of the kids.
I would have said he was too I would the kids too. I would have said he pushes
the kids too hard, yes.
The city is completely different to what it was like live there. The city, some huge changes since I lived. The city came through some huge changes.
Almost, but
the city has come through.
Yes, or has gone through. Both are possible.
I know the question is so bad, but it's terrible that people abused him this way. The coach should the coach shouldn't have been subjected abuse like that.
Yeah, shouldn't have been subjected.
From what I heard, they have reduced the list of candidates to 5. They seem have narrowed.
Yes, they seem to have narrowed
List to 5
their list. Yes. Or you may say narrowed down. Yeah.
Things still need to improve, but at least they demolished the slums. The city would be a lot worse if they hadn't demolished the slum. Or no,
We need down. Yes, that's the correct structure, but you are to choose the phrasal verb with down.
I see. The city would be a lot worse if they
Так, нормально это все.
to run down, no, not run down.
No. Pulled down or knocked down. Yeah. That's a tough one. Yeah.
Yes.
That is. Okay, so the right option.
I doubt you will. I doubt you have heard.
Yes, exactly. I doubt you have heard.
We got approval for a loan to start a restaurant, so we're hoping to set it up.
Definitely.
The mayor introduced sweeping changes. Haven't been elected by a huge.
Sure. Why?
Because he introduced.
Yeah, exactly. That's the past before the past. Yeah.
I wish we something about the little before it got so bad. I wish we had done.
Yes, definitely. Why?
The constructions with wish.
And this is about the past. Yeah.
Yes.
This is about the past. That's why we need perfect.
I knew the whole venture would fail soon as we embarked on it. So I knew the whole venture would fail as soon as we embarked it on.
As we embarked on it, like we went there. Okay, great. So, which of these adjectives can be used with people and which can be used with objects or places?
People. Willing. Principal. Stubborn. Laid back. So object and places, condemned. Vibrant, affluent.
Honestly, vibrant can be used for both.
Why not?
We can say she is vibrant.
Okay. Sprawling object and places.
Yes.
That's all, yes. Prone people.
Congested. Yeah. Okay. Now let's try to think about the person or an object for each adjective. So what about condemned?
What should I say?
Like maybe just what area in your city is condemned or something like that.
No places in my area are condemned. Really.
Okay, what's the most vibrant place in your town?
We have a nice cafe. It's vibrant, pretty vibrant.
Who is the most stubborn in your family?
My small daughter.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to live in a congested area?
No, I would.
What's the most affluent place you've ever been to?
Maybe Germany?
Okay. And who is the most principled person you know?
Maybe my mother.
Oh, really? Okay.
So my husband is laid-back person.
Okay. Now, so let's make up the collocations. Yeah. So what can we undergo?
Restrictions, a heavy fine.
No. An operation or huge changes. So what about demolishing?
A building. All his arguments.
Definitely, Undermine.
An ambitious plan.
Undermine my authority.
Set out an ambitious plan.
Yeah, that's it.
Impose. My interest.
Yes. No, sorry. We have interest with what?
Spark.
With spark, yeah.
Show confuse.
Yes, definitely,
All. The decline traffic.
Yes.
Oh, impose restrictions, heavy fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Okay, now choose just 2 of them and make one true sentence and one false about you. And I'll try to guess.
Now I'm undergoing the huge changes in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to set out a new business plan.
Uh-huh. So I think number 1 is false and number 2 is true.
No.
No. Okay. Right. So next. Uh-huh. So here they are. Mm-hmm. Now preposition, yeah, idioms. So she takes everything.
On her stride.
No, we say down your stride.
No, her stride.
Okay, uh-huh.
They don't see eye to eye.
Yes, uh-huh, wonderful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He often goes down my back.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
When you're back.
Behind.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Oh, sorry.
We are not on speaking terms.
Yes, uh-huh.
We has to be the center of attention.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
There is a real buzz about the place.
Yes, excellent. Mm-hmm.
She really puts people at their ease.
Sure. And
It
finally,
really gets on my nerves.
yeah, wonderful. Okay. So, do you see eye to eye with your husband?
Most of issues.
Mm-hmm. Great. And do your children get on your nerves?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Well, and now again word formation, yeah?
Whew. We can be very snobbish about, he can be very snobbish about food, only the most expensive people.
Uh-huh, yeah, snobbish.
I think you need a bit of arrogance to be
Yes,
successful.
wonderful. And do you agree with that?
50-50.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
stayed in this charming little village.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
People are quite cynical
Yeah, uh-huh,
about
cynical.
politicians. The city became run down because of the sheer incompetence of the city council.
Yeah, by the way, do you know this word sheer incompetence?
I don't remember, but I know it.
It's like nothing other than, and it's used
Yes,
to
you
emphasize.
said, I remember that you said it to me, but I just forgot, and it's don't.
No, that's no problem.
Yes,
Uh-huh,
sounds
okay.
quite rough to me. I've thought about several muggers around here there.
maybe muggers or
Mugging.
yeah, definitely.
He can be very aggressive and he gets involved in stupid confrontation about nothing.
Definitely.
The doctor said I was in remarkable good health.
For sure. Okay, well, and so what we have to do here, again, one word, yeah, but they've made it a bit easier for us by giving us the first letter.
You want my death, I know.
No, not in the
I-
least.
I shared the flat with a friend at University Miguel. We were fine most of the time, but never and again.
A fixed
Now
express. Yes, now and again. Sure.
we had ended up having an argument.
Yes, great.
Cleaning caused the most frictions maybe. Miguel is quite intense and fussy. He can't stand seeing even don't know, tried.
Grace.
Grace or do it in the house. Whereas I'm a bit more laid back. He'd sometimes accuse me of not pulling my weight, which would annoy me because I often cooked for him. So I tell him to lighten up, and that the place didn't have to be absolutely. And the place didn't have to be absolutely spotless. Oh,
Yes, excellent. Excellent. You've done it wonderfully. Well, and the very, very last thing for today is replacing, the underlined words.
how? With the synonyms?
Yeah.
Sometimes we could argue, but generally we were good friends. I don't know.
So instead of sometimes, which binomial can we use? Now?
Now and again.
Yeah.
Now and again we could argue, but generally I don't know.
Phrasal verb.
We get on well.
Yes.
What on well? You should lighten up a bit.
Yes, of course.
We are usually able to sort out our small disagreements,
Small means
tiny.
Minor.
We're usually able to sort out our minor what?
Frictions.
Yeah. Frictions, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate living in a congested area.
Yes.
I've got 10 applications and it's difficult rough task to
rough or tough, yeah.
To from the interview. I don't know.
So choose, it's the fixed expression.
don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I know it, but I can't take it from my head. Ah, narrow down.
Yes, narrow it down to 2. Okay, great. So, I'm afraid you're immensely tired today.
Yes. And then I have a lesson now. Do you know?
Yeah, oh my.
Yes.
Okay, so,
I will kill my student accidentally.
so which was the easiest one?
I don't remember, honestly.
Okay, and the most,
I'm not able to think anymore.
okay. Okay, right. At least we've done that. We've gone through all the 2 modules, and we both deserve a little rest until next Thursday.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Thank
see
you for the lesson.
Yeah, anytime, anytime.
Goodbye.
See you. Bye.